What is AAPDEP? AAPDEP is an acronym for All African Peoples Development and Empowerment Project. AAPDEP is an African-led, non-profit organization established to engage in development projects that improve the quality of life of African communities worldwide. AAPDEP is guided by the understanding that, ultimately, the future of African people everywhere is tied to our ability to unite Africa's people, resources, and skills.
AAPDEP has the responsibility of winning masses of African skilled people. Doctors, nurses, engineers, folks who have skills in renewable energy, water purification, agriculture, and other areas to come together to use those skills for the development of Africa and African communities. Because we know what happens typically, right? Africans get these skills and we use the education that we receive as an opportunity to escape the community as opposed to helping to build and transform our community. And so AAPDEP has been a really important strategy of the Uhuru movement to win Africans with these skills, to turn these skills over. But what AAPDEP does is we build dual power programs. So we understand that wherever we are as African people, we're faced with poverty, we're faced with, all kinds of terror and imposed, horrible conditions because of the fact that as African people, we do not have control over our resources. And one of the things that AAPDEP works to do is to develop African community power that negates or makes unnecessary the role that the state plays in the lives of African people. If we take on are not projects that we do just because we feel like we can, or that we do because somehow we're going to sprinkle some charity throughout the African community that'll solve the problem. But we engage in these projects so that we can establish power in our communities, so that our communities are equipped with what we need, and that it is the African revolution, and that it is African organization that is struggling for self-determination that is providing these things, as opposed to the state. So it connects Africans to our organization and away from the state. So that's what we're involved in doing, developing projects that create dual power, contending power, in the hands of the African community.
AAPDEP is currently in the planning stages of building a birth clinic in Sierra Leone, West Africa. The clinic will provide a safe, affordable place for mothers and babies to get pre- and postnatal care. This is a response to the high rates of infant and maternal death in the country that ranks among the highest in the world for such instances. AAPDEP has partnered with nurse midwife Mary Koroma, who has organized more than 150 traditional birth attendants, or TBAs, that span the countryside as a way to combat this growing contradiction. Nurse midwife Koroma has taken up the responsibility to educate TBAs and expectant families about what to expect and how best to handle emergency cases. Since the establishment of her country clinic in 2007, she has been instrumental in saving the lives of many women and ushering into life healthy babies. AAPDEP's work doesn't stop in Sierra Leone. Since 2007, we have developed projects of dual and contending power in U.S. cities such as Houston, Texas, St. Petersburg, Florida, and Washington, D.C. We are broadening out and reaching new areas such as Wisconsin, Philadelphia, and Colombia, South America. Will your area be next? Visit developmentforafrica.org to learn more about where we've been and where you need to be. We'll be waiting. Join AAPDEP today.